The Whispered File, Zegrze Reservoir Monster. In the 1980s, near Warsaw, Poland, a journalist named Wojciech Mazurkiewicz did something that would ripple through an entire nation for years. He invented a monster. Not in a novel or a screenplay, but in a radio broadcast. And he made people believe it was real. The Zegrze Reservoir sits just outside Warsaw, a sprawling body of water that supplies the city. It's cold, murky, and in those days, visibly polluted. Perfect canvas for a legend. Mazurkiewicz's idea was simple. Poland deserved its own cryptid. Not some distant Scottish loch, something local. Something in the water people used every day. So he created the creature and aired it on Polski Radio's summer program in the early 1980s. A lake monster, he said, lived in Zegrze. What happened next was extraordinary. Sightings started coming in. Ordinary people, fishermen, swimmers, locals, reported encounters with something massive moving beneath the dark water. Some described a serpentine shape. Others said they'd seen humps breaking the surface. The media ran with it. Journalists conducted interviews with witnesses. Artists sketched the creature based on eyewitness accounts. The legend grew teeth. The sewage-choked water of the reservoir became part of the mythology. Believers speculated the creature had adapted to consume the waste, thriving in conditions that would kill anything else. The monster wasn't just real. It was thriving. The story spread across Poland, gaining the weight of folklore. But here's where it gets interesting. Years into the legend, the truth emerged. Mazurkiewicz admitted the whole thing was fabricated. There was no monster. There had never been a monster. He'd created an urban legend from nothing, and it had taken on a life independent of him. What's remarkable isn't that people were fooled. It's why they believed. The water was genuinely filthy. The reservoir was genuinely mysterious. People were primed to see something in that darkness because they expected to see something. And once the legend existed, every ripple became evidence. Every shadow became a sighting. The legend finally faded in the late 1980s and 1990s, but not because people stopped believing in the monster. It faded because the water got cleaner. A sewage treatment plant was built. The conditions that made the legend plausible, that dark, polluted water, disappeared. So here's the question. If the water had never been cleaned, how long would people have kept reporting sightings of something that never existed?